Was Pancho Villa a bandit, a revolutionary, or a hero of the people? The answer isn't simple. Today, we delve into the life of one of the most legendary and controversial figures of the Mexican Revolution. Born Doroteo Arango in 1878 in the state of Durango, Mexico, his early life was marked by the poverty and injustice that plagued rural communities. He worked the land alongside his family, experiencing firsthand the hardships faced by the poor under the rule of wealthy landowners. The turning point came at the age of 16. Legend says he defended his sister from a powerful hacienda owner, an act of defiance that forced him to flee into the rugged mountains of northern Mexico. It was there that Doroteo Arango vanished, and a new identity was forged: Francisco Pancho Villa. In the wild, Villa became an outlaw, a bandido. He led a gang that rustled cattle and robbed from the rich, but he didn't just keep the spoils for himself. He often distributed his gains among the poor villagers, earning him a reputation as a modern-day Robin Hood. This period honed his survival skills, his knowledge of the terrain, and his ability to lead men who were loyal to him. He was becoming a folk hero, a symbol of rebellion against an oppressive system, long before the first shots of the revolution were fired. When the Mexican Revolution erupted in 1910, Pancho Villa saw his chance to fight for a greater cause. He joined the movement, led by Francisco Madero, to overthrow the long-standing dictator Porfirio Diaz. Villa's natural charisma and battlefield instincts quickly set him apart. He wasn't just a guerrilla fighter anymore, he was a brilliant military strategist. He organized his followers into the legendary División del Norte, or Division of the North. This wasn't a ragtag militia, it was a disciplined, highly mobile and formidable army. Villa famously used the railway system to move his troops and supplies with unprecedented speed, catching his enemies completely off guard and winning decisive battles across northern Mexico. Initially, the United States saw Villa as a potential ally, even providing him with supplies. The American press portrayed him as a charismatic freedom fighter. However, this relationship was volatile. As the revolution fractured and different factions vied for power, U.S. support shifted to Villa's rival, Venustiano Carranza. Feeling betrayed, Villa made a move that would forever change his legacy. In March of 1916, he led a daring raid across the border into the town of Columbus, New Mexico. This audacious attack on American soil was the first since the War of 1812, and it sparked outrage in the United States. In response, President Woodrow Wilson sent General John Blackjack Pershing on a massive military operation known as the Punitive Expedition. 10,000 American soldiers marched deep into Mexico with one mission: capture Pancho Villa, dead or alive. For nearly a year, Pershing's technologically superior army chased Villa through the treacherous mountains and deserts of Chihuahua. But Villa knew the land like the back of his hand and had the support of the local population. He outmaneuvered and eluded the American forces at every turn. Pershing ultimately returned to the U.S. empty-handed, while Villa's reputation as an untouchable folk hero soared to new heights. After years of relentless fighting, a weary Mexico sought peace. In 1920, Villa negotiated a surrender with the new government. In exchange for laying down his arms, he was granted a massive hacienda in Canutillo, Durango, where he and his loyal veterans could live in peace. For 3 years, the great general became a rancher, implementing social and educational programs for his community. But his enemies never forgot him, and his influence still loomed large. On July 20th, 1923, as he drove through the city of Parral, his car was ambushed in a hail of gunfire. Pancho Villa was assassinated. His death remains shrouded in mystery, with many suspecting a political conspiracy to silence him for good. So, who was Pancho Villa? A ruthless warlord whose tactics brought terror? Or a revolutionary champion who fought for the landless and oppressed? He was, perhaps, all of these things. His legacy is complex and continues to fuel debate, but his impact is undeniable. Pancho Villa remains an enduring symbol of Mexican pride, resistance, and the undying fight for justice. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories from history. We'll see you in the next one.